Baby, I grew up with a dad, a granddad, and a little brother who thinks he's my big brother. The bare minimum does not turn me on. I hope there is no man on this earth that has come into my life thus far that thinks they have set any type of bar, standard, or tone. Okay? Taking out the trash does not get me going. Bare minimum. Holding doors does not get me going. Bare minimum. Paying for dates does not get me going. Bare minimum. Okay? None of that. Even not asking me for the cooch on the first date does not get me going. Bare minimum. You never should have expected it on the first date. You never should expect it on the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, but y'all not ready for that conversation. So at the end of the day, no, you are not bigger than this program. And I hope that there is no man that ever thinks that they are. Okay? I know what I expect and I knew what I deserved before you got here. I just felt like, why not? Maybe give you a chance. Oh, well.
So let me start off by just saying this is great. Shout out to the father that was there and present in her life and the other black males in her family that she loves unconditionally, right? Good, great, cool. The problem with her narrative, you can look at her face and tell that she's young, right? She wanted to say that because the men in her family, did, a lot of things or whatnot or whatever, if another man does it, it's pretty much just not going to be appreciated. It doesn't really matter. Right, that's pretty much what she is stating. You would now have to basically buy her things, right? Because there's no other, thing. Because I'm pretty sure her father has bought her things, but there are probably some things that her father can't afford. I'm talking about things that are probably like $100,000, $1 million, right? Stuff like that. You got to basically throw money directly at her. Right, you got to be able to facilitate her dreams, bring those into reality. Right, you got to do things that none of them in her family have ever done, and I'm pretty sure money is going to be that main standard directly right there, because she's basically stating that, hey, if you're a good person, it doesn't matter because I got good men in my family. If you're a chivalrous person, it doesn't matter because I got chivalrous men directly in my family. If you're the type of man that respects women and you value women, it doesn't matter because I have men in my family that have already been doing that and been doing it. I've experienced all of that, so I have to now have a whole nother experience in order for my mind frame to be like, wow, this is really the guy, for me, because the men in my family have already set this standard. Yeah, okay. White men, you can take it from here. White men, you can take it directly from here. You got this. Or maybe, she might, have another preference in women. For the lesbians out there, y'all got it. Y'all got it. For those demographics out there that I listed, you guys 100% got this. Because for any black male that would want to even go into this whole thing with her, you're setting yourself up directly for failure. It's going to be an uphill battle every single time. Every single time. Like I said, she just literally told you that there is nothing that you can do in order to make her attractive specifically to you. The only thing that you could realistically do is probably shower her with money, diamonds, jewels, rubies, sapphires, gold and silver, like stuff like that. Because again, just within that video that she has, she didn't list you the things that would actually quote unquote get her going, get her interested. And like I said, I have to just go off of what it is, her presentation. I have to go off of the silent attitude that is in a sense there, the type of ego that she has, even dealing with this conversation, the type of pride that she has when dealing with this conversation and saying this with like a smirk. I'm like, dog, you're making this hard for you. You're not making this difficult for the guys. You're making it difficult for yourself. Because at the end of the day, a lot of guys can spot difficult women, and a lot of guys are going to stay away from difficult women. Now, I will sit up there and state that I saw comments up here from women that want to sit up there and say like, oh, the main thing that a lot of men out here hate is a woman that has a father. No, because for me, I'm just going to speak specifically for myself. Pretty much quite a few of the women that I've known and or dated, they have fathers directly in their lives. So no, it didn't matter to me any which way. That was a plus. But any which way, it really doesn't matter. And if you ask a lot of women directly out there what they would want in a guy, they would state that, they want somebody that's going to respect them. They want somebody that's going to value them. Somebody that's going to see them as a human being. Someone that's going to be there for them. Like, somebody that's going to have a type of love that is going to propel and push them forward, right? And maybe that might be not the exact things that you'll hear from a lot of women out there, but I'm pretty sure some of the things that I listed fit within some type of scope or point of view directly out there. But like I said before, this is the type of rhetoric that this young woman was speaking. This is the type of rhetoric that keeps other women single. Because you have a lot of women that quote unquote be on a girl code and be like, hey, well, I support you and what it is that you're saying, and I'm going to adopt your exact same beliefs too, and we're going to be doing the exact same things. And I'm like, birds of a feather. You both of y'all are just going to be directly out there, and you're going to be watching all these other women that are going to get the attention. They're going to be selected, picked, whatever terminology that a lot of, these women out here want to sit up there and use. And they're going to be going out on dates and relationships and forming bonds and receiving love and all of these things. And y'all going to be sitting back there hating. On all the other women, not acknowledging the fact that you are the ones that are specifically making it difficult for yourself. Because you said before, it doesn't matter what any of these guys do directly out here, because your fathers and your brothers have already been doing it. So the bare minimum, right? And this is what she was stating, the bare minimum, a guy, in a sense, being chivalrous, deciding that, hey, let me open the door, umbrella when it's raining, let me do this, let me do that. It's like, none of that matters because my dad does it every single day. I'm like, all right, you got it, bro. you got it. And then you were like, nobody's going to be bigger than this program. I'm like, you're right. And you are specifically fitted for that program to be by yourself. This is why you're in a car by yourself. You're doing this video by yourself. This is why you're talking to yourself by yourself. Like I said before, a lot of conversations and things that people say are pretty much telling of the type of person that they are. And this video is a great example directly of that, because if she was a woman that could actually find the man that she wanted to be with, she wouldn't be in her car by herself making these videos, making this type of content. She would actually be out there experiencing life, experiencing love, experiencing a relationship, and getting things out of a relationship that she specifically deems, wants, and is able to receive. But obviously, I guess her plan and her logic is not specifically working for her. So she builds this reality and she puts it directly on social media in hopes that other women are going to back up this ideology and this wording, this plan, and that is going to be, some type of great bonding experience. And she's putting every man directly up there, directly on notice, and rah, 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 rah. Okay. You got it, coach. Like I said, whatever you say, whatever you want to sit up there and do in life is whatever you want to do. All I'm saying is, when everything fails, don't sit up there and say that it was men. Don't sit up there and blame men. Don't even look in our direction for any type of failures that you basically face when it deals with dating, speed dating, attempted relationships, or whatever it is. This is all on you. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, stay tuned for the next video.